right, cool. Now we have good reception. I was able to connect to the internet. So this is good. Let me rub my screen, get some better picture. There we go, guys. Hey, we got 3 people already. Very cool. Remember to say hi in the chat. Let's see what's up. We got a lot of people are opposed to this resolution for a myriad of reasons, and there are a lot of people.
They're trying to make it a misdemeanor.
For what?
For us to do what we do.
Yes, exactly. Yep. So as you know, Becky's been. For my fans, by the way, what's your channel?
Pinche Becky, 0F's given.
Love that. Pinche Becky, 0F's given. Subscribe if you guys want to. She's worth following. She's been on the ground. Oh, who's there? All right, hardcore. I like it. Who are you screaming at?
Colin Price.
Who's that?
Corrupt council member.
Oh, nice. That's one of the Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see you in there, Colin. Is he on the Public Safety Commission? This motherfucker got arrested. And he's on the Public Safety Commission.
What was he arrested for? This is separate than the... Wow, huh? You know, it's funny.
Him and his fucking wife.
It's funny. It's like you see what the media does because that's less...
Who got arrested?
Colin Price.
Where is he?
Here's what past here.
Should I go catch up?
He's not in there.
Why not?
This is the Public Safety.
We got Becky starting shit. I like it.
Awaiting trial and shit.
You know, it's funny that the
This is who runs our city. Every one of these motherfuckers.
You know that he's my city council for District 9. And in our neighborhood meeting,
he doesn't even live there. He lives in Baldwin Hills.
I actually speak to his deputy all the time because of all the stuff that happens in South Central in my area. I speak to his deputy, but to him, we can't even ask about what happened with him in our neighborhood council. They're like, sorry, we can't talk about it.
So
he'll be in the city council. It's fucking bullshit.
do they still have the racist council people here? Still? With that famous incident? Kevin DeLeon?
KDL is still here.
He's still here. Amazing. Cool.
And so they rigged CD10, right? So that got Heather Hutt in there.
Okay.
Because that was Nuri's person. Nuri, she left. Nuri's now in Arizona, and she registered as a Republican in Arizona.
That's hilarious. Really?
And I called
she just booked it out of town.
When she left here, I said she's been working at Fox News in Arizona.
Funny.
Because like you can't win as a Republican in LA, so the Republicans just become Democrats.
Well, sure.
Louisiana is the same thing.
So people think, oh, it's a Democrat until they say no, it's a
Monica Rodriguez. What's his name? Lee. Same thing.
Wow, really?
Yeah, Lee's grew up the shit. The guy who was Lee's boss is in jail.
Wow.
And Lee was
in New York.
He's known in official paperwork as was it witness number 2 or so he's being investigated for the same corruption. We have had in the last 5 years 4 people either get arrested or go sentenced to prison. MHD sentenced to prison.
For what?
Corruption.
All corruption, all the same thing.
The FBI says that this place, this city council,
worse than New York City.
This city council is the most corrupt there is. That can only be rivaled by that of Chicago.
Yeah, I'd say so. At least I'm from New York. At least in New York, we have the Republicans are, and like the Democrats would openly say they're conservative Dems, and there are like 3 of them out of 51. Yeah, it's wild. Well, glad to hear smack them into shape. This is not the courthouse, Mayor. This is City Hall. Completely different. First I see Streets Arms. Cool. Hit the like button. Yeah, guys, please do hit the like. Feel free to send a super chat. Minion, how are you? Keep you updated. Yeah, guys, please do hit the like if you would like. If you'd like, do hit the like. Burner account, nice to have you. It's a main city council meeting, yes. You got Temu out of LA. But it's pretty, you got to see the outer corridor of it. There's your council. The woman, yeah, so the one that she's pointing to is one of the sponsors. And then Bloomfield's the guy in the top left is the other sponsor. So if you want to know, it's Councilman Bloomfield and Yaroslavsky. Bloomfields and Yaroslavsky. And they don't represent, I don't think Eldon up the way, but they represent neighboring. Bloomfields and Yaroslavsky.
She was way different when she was running as opposed to in-office. I wasn't living in LA when she was running.
Pardon me.
We can start the next one. We are still in housing and homelessness.
Recommendation number 580 to report back monthly to the committee on the progress of the settlement and report. Recommendation 6, you want to read that?
Yes, I don't know how interesting this is going to be, guys, until we actually start and speak. A lot of people, but you might be hearing some boring stuff. I feel stupid for going live, because we're not to listen to like an hour of this completely boring shit.
Choose to stay
I guess, yeah. Thank you. Julian was the guy involved in racism.
Thank you to Gail and to the representatives. And great, we are adjourned. Thank you all.
Yeah, Jessica's sitting next to me. Thank you. The only clean ones. I'm broke. I can't even afford detergent today. Nice. That guy's a well-known First Amendment activist figure. I forget his name, but he's a fixture at a lot of these meetings, and has fought pretty hard in his way with his interesting puppet. And we thank him, and he's obviously against the motion. And he's a legendary figure. He's been, I think, doing this for 20 years. And he's helped advise he's an attorney actually, which is interesting. And he's a pretty well-known attorney, and you wouldn't expect it. But he is one of the more well-known attorneys in the city of Los Angeles, and certainly has his own style. And yes, you guys know him more than I. Yes, it's Wayne Spindler. Exactly. That's his name, Wayne Spindler. You guys know your stuff.
Can we see your sign?
Hey, Mr. Spindler, they want to see your sign. Can't even see it. I tried. Hey, Wayne, they want to see your sign.
Can we see your sign? Let me see your sign.
She wants to see the sign.
Perfect.
Hit him where it hurts.
Dodge DDT is mistaken. The OP on him does not go away simply because he has a court date. He's evil. Yeah, no, it doesn't. He doesn't, and he has a court date, but he doesn't have trial. It's going to get dismissed. I mean, people are asking me about an update. I've said this, but I've only said it in the lives. So the update is that he. I heard he got some. Of course. Of course it is.
I don't think that's good.
Because from the river to the sea,
These fuckers. Shaved my legs for this. Hold on. Well, I don't. You can stage your own comment, but it's not gonna. I don't think it'll be on the agenda at this point. Shocker, might get moved.
Flower she used to wear?
It's pretty like Bella Abzug, yeah.
Somebody made a terrible suggestion to me.
What'd they say?
Might have had a wire.
All right, and we got a gentleman playing the piano. Fuck yeah. Free Palestine. I don't even need to talk. This is just a fun atmosphere. Uh-oh, cops are busting them. I mean, it's there to be played. Woo! Woo! I think I know that dude. Woo! I don't even know what I said.
Play us another number.
Can you do it?
Play us another number.
DOA is probably having a stroke, Becky. Hey, I appreciate her coming. All the respect to DOA. I'm not going to start to, everybody wants me to hate one and love the other, but I'm not a hater, guys. End of story. What a great go. Hey, try. Well, Auntie, okay. I can't read, it's too small. How worried should we be this will actually pass? Oh, I think they're shaking their boots because they're saying it's not going to even be on the agenda. So my guess is if it's not on the agenda, they got cocky, they thought they could do this, and they're not going to try again. So that's the hope. So yeah, guys, Jesus, there's a lot of comments here. GT is.
5 more minutes.
He posted an RO that has been set aside is now active. I'm sure his Temu attorney told him that. Yeah, so that's So to clarify to you guys who are asking me this question, and I talked about it before, but I don't expect you to watch all of my lives. ZDT has a motion in court. He doesn't have a trial date, and he's been giving people the wrong court date. He says the court date is the 9th, and I believe it's actually the 3rd. This is because he's going to use an excuse saying that there was some clerical error and that the court messed up and didn't give him the right date, and that's why it happened. But that's why he's doing this, guys.
General comment 24-19.
There's what?
Public comment under.
Yes. So you signed up for it. Yeah. So you clicked, yeah. Although they might throw, they're I'd be happy to. Glad you're here. So they'd be, I think they call people up, but they're probably not even going to do the motion. So then you can still speak on it, and you can speak on how it was good that they set aside the motion, that they shouldn't do it in the future, or perhaps it was cowardice that they set aside the motion. So it's one of the two. That would be it. I mean, they tried to one-up us by, I think they announced this a couple hours in advance, and they scheduled something at 3:30. And I've been involved in local politics. I was on a zoning board in New York, and Lord knows, I mean, you could arguably get sued for having a meeting like this in the middle of the day. It's almost unprecedented. I don't know what it's like in LA, if they do it more in LA, but I know in New York, there's never been a single committee meeting, whether it be in the council or outside, that has ever been before 5 p.m. It's almost sacrilege, because what it implies is that you don't want to be accessible to the public when the majority of your constituents actually have the time off. And it's even doing it, I don't know if they usually do it this early or not, if it's typical. Maybe LA is a different animal. But if it isn't, then this is a bizarre time to
Good afternoon. Welcome to Public Safety.
bizarre time to do it.
For Tuesday, September 10th. I'm Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez, Chair of the Public Safety Committee. Mr. Verano, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Rodriguez.
Here.
Councilmember Lee. Aye. Here. Councilmember Parker. Councilmember Price. Councilmember Soto Martinez. 5 members and a quorum, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Verano. Colleagues, before we move to public comment, I would just like to recommend that items 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8 through 10 be moved on consent with the following recommendations that include a couple of amendments. For item 2, note and file the Board of Police Commissioner report. For item 4, note and file the Board of Police Commission report and instruct the police department to provide biannual reports to the council on the deployments of the quadruped unmanned ground vehicle, including where and why the QUGV was deployed, the outcome of the deployment, and any issues arising from the deployment. This is changing the structure from a quarterly to a biannual report.
I can't go
For
closer,
item
guys.
5, note and file the
Maybe I'll try, but-
report and instruct the police department to report with the locations in each of the 4 bureaus across the city where fireworks, firecrackers, and explosions are. Item 6, approve the mayor's office report. For items 8 and 9, approve the recommendations in the CAO report. For item 10, approve the motion as written. And for item 11, at the request of the author of this motion, we are going to continue this item, so it will not be heard in committee today. And so with that, Ms. Kelly, we are going to take 45 minutes of public comment. If you could please provide the instructions for members of the public wishing to hear public comment. And also, just to note, we do have translation available. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. To members of the public wishing to provide public comment, when it is your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you would like to speak on. You have 1 minute if you want to speak on one agenda item, or 2 minutes to speak on 2 or more items.
They want a closer
In
view.
addition, those who would like to address the committee's general public comment will be provided 1 minute for a maximum of up to 3 minutes per person for all agenda items, including general public comment. We will inform you when your turn is up. When speaking on the agenda item, you must be on topic, and when in general public comment, you must be speaking to something within the subject matter jurisdiction of the committee. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not speaking on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are speaking on topic, you will get 1 brief warning from either the chair.
Hey, you're gonna be able to hear the public better than the council. Sorry.
You will forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we will move on to the next speaker.
Thank you very much. And I will call several speakers up. Alexander Young, Amy Montes, Shelley Niskovich.
What do you think we're at?
You know, I'm sorry, Maureen, that I'm not a
State your
rude
name and the
person.
items you wish to speak on.
My name is Alexander Young.
And what items?
General public comment.
Okay, you've got 1 minute. Go ahead.
So I'm here to talk about the protest bill, and basically, everything we've done in this country that succeeded and made things equal was from protesting, and you guys are trying to take literally one of the founding principles that would put this country off our way. It's ridiculous. You guys are making it fascist in the entire city, and every single person sees it. That's why we're here. I keep coming here, keep saying the same things. You guys don't care. You don't care about history. You don't care about progression of this country. All you care is about building your power. We see it. Wake up. Care about the people. Free Palestine.
Hi, please state your name and the items you wish to speak on.
My name is Amy Montes, and I'm here to speak on item 11 and general comment.
11 is being continued, so you can give 1 minute of general public comment.
I never thought I would have to come up here to ask city council, one of the most liberal city councils in the country, not to diminish our rights to be able to protest freely in accordance with the Constitution that you all taken an oath to uphold.
Guys, I don't know how to do horizontal. Stop asking me. I don't know how to do it. It doesn't work on my phone. I don't know how to do horizontal. I don't know how to do horizontal. I don't know how to do horizontal. When I try, it won't, my phone won't allow it, okay? Sorry, stop. This is pissing me off. You're pissing me off. Just fuck off if you're gonna keep asking about fucking horizontal. Get out of here. Just leave. Just leave my stream. It's pissing me off. Fuck you guys. You're pissing me off. I'm just done with your comments about this shit.
Affordable housing
Get a life. Who cares? If you're watching on your computer, you're weird. Who the fuck uses a computer? Get out of here. Just leave my stream.
Free Palestine.
You just set me off. I don't know why you set me off. Just stop it. I'm gonna ban you if you talk about your stream shit.
Megan Houston, Jamie Houston.
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna ban you, but I want to.
Your name and the address we should speak on.
The name is Megan Houston. And,
Why do you sign up for the last name?
Fuck
off! Yeah.
Everything.
Fuck off! Shame! Shame!
Item number.
Misogynist psycho creep?
Can you please stop disrupting the meeting
No,
where
can
you
you
will be
please stop being misogynist psycho creep?
Camille, he hasn't even spoken yet.
Dude, he's misogynist psycho creep. I wouldn't be saying
Please
this
identify the person
if he
speaking
wasn't a
and excuse them
misogynist
from the
psycho
meeting,
creep.
please. Okay, Camille, you're excused from the meeting for disrupting.
Please. Thank you, Camille. Thank you.
Okay, excuse me, I'm sorry, which items do you wish to speak on?
Number 10, number general.
I don't know, Kelsey.
Okay, so you got a minute for each, go ahead.
Number 10 is about host the gun buyback event throughout LA. So I am here to support the Second Amendment because what I see numerous times, some home without a gun, the looter, rioter, criminals, they were able to invade the home, they were able to invade the house, they were able to rape, they were able to loot, they were able to do all of those because there's an absence of the Second Amendment. So if the gun is not in the law-abiding citizen, it is the best self-defense tool. So when the LAPD officer is 10 minutes away, 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away, I believe that is something that I can protect myself home, I can protect my family, and then everybody else should have a right to do so. So I definitely support the Second Amendment and then legal action, gun owner, and then for more protection. For the number of general public comment, I'm here to voice my support for the Israeli. And when everybody are
This is Mercy. This is a motion to prohibit protesting essentially at medical buildings or religious services.
On behalf of Israel, they have every single right to defend themselves. And I don't want to see that a lot of Israeli students, they are not allowed to enter they are not allowed to go home, they are not allowed to enter several buildings, they are not allowed to go to church, they are not allowed to go to whatever. So I definitely support the Israel, and I definitely support Israel military. I definitely support that all the Israeli Americans, all the American Israeli in Los Angeles, every single Israeli deserves to be safety, respectful, and then they have to be safety.
Shame!
There's not going to be any disruptions. This is your first and final warning. Any disruptors will be excused from this meeting. Sir, your name and the other.
You're the disruptor!
Okay.
For general public comment.
Sergeants, if you identify the individuals that are disrupting the meeting, please excuse them. I'm sorry.
Christina's about to flip a shit at you.
Matthew for general public comment. Go ahead.
The hearing is about a motion where they're trying to stop protesting outside of religious services. Hey, fake Danny, just shut up. You're stupid. Just shut up. Just shut up. Say something original, idiot.
For the cause of economic justice. And so obviously we're here in solidarity with workers, and we refute this narrative, and actually refute this narrative of the Jewish person, that we need these measures in order to protect the safety of religious homes. Religious communities are still protected by the policy and laws that we have on the books. They don't need and they're not asking for these restrictive policies because that is. There's this power imbalance in our society where
healthcare institutions, educational institutions, and even religious institutions have more power than those who for protest is the only way that they can take action. Or else even stand on the side of those who are marginalized. So thank you.
Thank you. Just Jamie Houston, Camille Graver.
They just set aside the motion, so all this is for nothing because they're not going to vote on the motion.
Can you please tell, Mr. Khan, which items would you like to speak on?
I'm going to try to speak, yeah.
11 and 7. 11 is not available, so 1 and 7 you said?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 and 7 you have.
That's okay, Tim.
I wanted to speak on the appointment of Paul Herbert to the Los Angeles Board of Police Commissioners. Now, we haven't seen his financial disclosure because we can't open it up.
Cool. Thanks,
But
GOA.
there are reports that he has a vested interest in Palantir. I can confirm that, but we're just putting it out there. Palantir, a data processing company that has been globally demonized, started from the CIA, from the Defense Department, and LAPD has been using Palantir data processing for the longest time, and we forced them to shut their contract.
That's a good question. I don't know if the motion's dead. I think it is, but they're not going to say, I don't think. A good question.
This was used for predictive policing. The Gotham program has been used for license plate readers, and they're central to creating this whole stalker state and Paul Herbert.
I'm not going to hate somebody just because you tell me to. I'm in a pissy mood today. I'm not going to hate somebody because you demand it. Okay, I'm going to talk to whoever the hell I want. And if you don't like that, just unsub right now, and I'll stab you. Do you want me to stab you? Because I will. Get an RO against me. Kick your ass. Yeah, Daniel can shove it. I mean, not Daniel, the Daniel parody account.
And supporting them through weaponry and financing mass murder, it all of a sudden, it becomes like, that you're breaking the rules. Okay, so now we can't talk about genocide. We won't be able to talk about poverty. You can't talk about homelessness. You have United Here Local 11 tourism workers protesting outside because of that.
I'm hating today. I'm just in a pissy mood because I'm tired.
They won't be here across DOT. They won't be here across the LAPD. So now, speaking about oppression, speaking about poverty, speaking about police violence, speaking about state violence, speaking about mass surveillance, that is being criminalized. That is being criminalized. That's being taken away.
No, I'm not going to block the haters. They could hate. But thank you.
That is our moral obligation to disobey.
Thank you. Jamie Houston, Camille Graver. Last call for these individuals, Jamie Houston.
Yeah, I just gotta time you out, dude. I'm not dealing with you today.
Barry Miskovich.
Good question.
My name is Matthew Cadaro with the Ceasefire Coalition. I'd like to speak on 11 and public comment.
I'm sorry, your name again?
Matios.
Matios, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, which item?
11 and public comment.
So you have 1 minute for public comment, 11 has been continued.
I'll do 4 public comment then.
No, item 4?
4.
Okay, go ahead.
Thanks, you're welcome, DOA. I couldn't handle that shit.
Audit of the
Because it's just stupid and he says the same shit all the time. People are like, you're not funny, you're fucking racist. So thanks, Ron. Appreciate the support. Yes, they put Shelley on the speaker list. I'm gonna try. I'm tired. I didn't expect this, but I'll still stream the debate if you guys want. Some DOA points. Respect, brother. I appreciate it. And hey, all the love for you defending your friend the other day. Respect. Nothing wrong with that.
Katie Yaroslavsky, who up until that point had marketed herself as a progressive. But we see that.
Hey, Tracy, we're at a meeting for a potential motion that just got delayed that would inhibit protesting next to medical and religious facilities.
How embarrassing that they again have to continue a motion that would seek to criminalize protest, that relies on a narrative that somehow said that clear protest, right, against the illegal sale and stealing of Palestinian land was a protest of a synagogue. That's just bullshit. It's just well documented that that's bullshit now. And so you wrote this asinine, really just wild, even by this kind of committee standards, ordinance that would just criminalize all protests broadly. Like how it said, the people protesting outside would be criminalized by this motion. And so I just want to let the people come in the room that continues this embarrassing motion. It's obviously, it's pathetic to see Bloomfield and Yaroslavsky countering this way. And I also want to uplift the 110, over 110 public comments in less than a 24-hour period in unanimous opposition to this bullshit. This is so fucking sad and pathetic. You all are riding for a Zionist entity that's apologizing for great
He is good. Yeah, I'm enjoying listening to him.
U.S. citizens. And you come here and you pretend that supporting these fucking genocide folks is somehow virtuosic in some ways, but we're virtuous.
Okay, thank you.
You keep calling Camille Gravener, so I don't know who else that, you keep calling my last name, so.
Yes, well, that's, you're in here twice.
What?
So,
Well,
go ahead. What items are you speaking on?
all items in general comment.
Okay, you've got.
Yeah, you're fat for a meth head, dude.
1 minute for public comment.
So we have a report related to.
I'm jealous. That's why I'm so skinny, because I'm a meth head.
That's police shootings.
Do it at least thrice a day.
So why don't you call it that?
Gotta
Because
keep my
when you
girlish
say
figure.
officer-involved shootings, you don't know how the officer was involved in the shooting. So you need to say, officer shot a civilian. That's what you should call it, not officer-involved shootings. You keep using
Like a
this
chip
lie, this fake, euphemism sort of almost, that's just confusing people.
I actually do
We
PCP.
have a report on the robot dog, get rid of that. We have child spyback program where LAPD goes and blows up a neighborhood. We have Carl Thurman to the police commission, a corporate lawyer who doesn't need to be on the police commission. We have, let's see, we have,
Let me know if you
let's
can
go
hear
to
me.
comment. So we have, so you thankfully continue
Yeah,
that
Joey's pulled
weapon. It
more
should be permanently
anti-COS plus than
continued.
I have, I can tell you that
You
much.
shouldn't, you keep making up this narrative about what happened. What happened was that there was an illegal land sale and people came to protest it. That's what happened. And you keep lying about it continuously over and over and over again. You keep lying about what happened. You know what happened. Stop lying about it. And this is yet another attempt to try to make it illegal for people to protest that. Not only that, this thing might also make it illegal to protest in front of City Hall or in front of the police headquarters. Why are you, give it up. You know what happened, and you need to stop. And the ceasefire resolution needs to happen at some point here.
They're owned by Israel, that's why.
And also,
I'm happy to have Dio in the comments.
why did you speak the name on that creep who
Thank you. Andy Ahoa, Armando Tapia, Brandon Hill, Chris Venn. Your name and the items you wish to speak on.
Jamie Kuzik, item 2.
Okay, you got 1 minute.
And general public comment, please. So building on from previous
Yeah, I'm
comments on the
gonna try to
land
speak if they
sale,
call me.
One thing to note is that My Woman Israel is currently under investigation for violating American housing
So
laws.
you've got 1 minute for public comment.
So I'll address the LA Police Commission as a body. We all know that LAPC takes their Tuesday morning meetings as an opportunity to express their hatred, disgust, and contempt for the citizens they represent.
Josiah had an attorney that he paid for today. That's wrong. That's incorrect information. You're stupid. I was there. You're stupid. Congratulations. That's completely wrong. Completely wrong. Incorrect, idiot.
And
Stupid.
nothing makes that more apparent than their refusal to allow Angelinos the opportunity to speak on the agenda items in order. Stop limiting public comment in those meetings. Thank you.
Please state your name and the items you wish to speak on.
Brandon, so general comment.
Okay, 1 minute.
I'm here to discuss how that was continued. Because it appears largely redundant and in places that it isn't to be a gross overstepping of bounds. its infringement on our constitutionally protected right to peaceful protest. As Yaroslavsky and Blumenfield wrote in their motion, it's already illegal and already punishable by law under LA City Municipal Code 41.19 to obstruct the entrance to any house, worship, hall, theater, public place in any manner. So I urge you all to shut it down because, firstly, on the order of its redundancy. Secondly, because the latter half of the motion is such a gross infringement on our right to peaceful protest, there are already permits that are necessary, regulations in place to ensure that our protests are orderly, and where that isn't the case, the desire for comfort from the few should not overrule the democratic rights of the many. And Colorado bubble law is already under federal dispute for its infringement on our rights, so please don't try and base the law off of that. So I urge you to shut it down completely for the protection of the rights of every American citizen. Thank you for listening.
I think rarely they're swayed, regrettably, because politicians suck, and they should all burn in hell.
Your name and the other person speak on.
Hi, I'm Armando Tapia, general comment.
Okay, so we've got 1 minute.
Okay, City Council is pushing undemocratic policies to criminalize protests while you also work to criminalize poverty. These attacks on our First Amendment rights are shameful, but unsurprising given how many CMs have been under federal investigation recently. These CMs are pushing the protest ban in response to pro-Palestinian support across the city, but this motion will affect all manners of dissent, including reproductive justice, labor protests, protests against police killings and violence, protests against our CMs being copying racist. While redistricting, we remember the Nuri tapes. We don't want Kevin DeLeon to be in city council. That's why he left during public comment, because no one wants him here. While prohibiting protests are always selectively enforced, with black communities facing the brunt of criminalization, the motion that cannot be discussed right now, because it's been continued, will produce the same racist outcome that laws targeting dissent always have. The city is not doing nearly enough.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of fighters in here.
Your name and the other person speak on.
My name is Naresh Deepak. I am representing AuditLA and Los Angeles region.
He's got his crew.
Los Angeles City Council members.
I'm sorry, so which items and,
Police permit for the council.
okay, so 1 minute, and, 1 minute for each.
Sure. On behalf of our nearly 1,200 careers in Southern California, Los Angeles area, which contributes with the 20,000 of homes across the country, about 17 billion in total GDP, and employs over 160,000 people. I'm proud to serve as a regional director, and I'd like to say something about police permit section. The proposed police permit is highly problematic. There are already limited resources available for the LAPD, and adding an extra burden would divert attention from their essential duties. I urge you to consider that this is not a viable solution.
Thanks, Wesley Taylor. He's fine.
I recommend utilizing the existing code enforcement mechanisms to ensure that properties comply with the regulations, rather than creating the new and unnecessary oversight and layers of ordinances. Thank you so much for your consideration.
Thank you very much. Your name and the other person speak on.
Hi, my name is Chris Ben. I wish to speak to general comment.
Okay, 1 minute.
Thank you. I wish to speak to
I think
the
they're part of his mosque.
criminalization of the right to protest. I'm an older guy. I've grown up with the civil rights movement, the peace movement, and this changes everything. I'm from San Pedro, CD 15. Ever since October 7th, we've been on a street corner to bring people's attention to the genocide going on in Gaza.
No, that's, you're right, that chat is not about tenure or DOA. But some of you have the attention span of a hamster. And you can't actually soak in actual information, so you just scream support Xander.
Jasmine Kusnik and Joshua M. Hi, ma'am. Please state your name and the other speakers to speak on. My name is Janelle, and I'm here to speak on 11 and make public comment. So 1 minute, just for public comment, 11 has been continued.
Yeah, weird
Okay,
Tracy.
so we know that this motion was due to the real estate event protest that happened to be at a synagogue that occurred on June 23rd.
They stopped wearing a mask as soon as I
However,
could.
there was one on June 20th as well. There was footage of this protest that showed pro-Palestine protesters silently holding signs on the sidewalk. Nobody blocked the entrance to the synagogue the entire time. Counter-protesters came from nearby homes and started to instigate. There's even footage of a counter-protester saying that he was there to instigate to the police. The police asked them to move across the street and they refused to comply, so the pro-Palestinian protesters complied.
Guys, do send a super chat if you want.
Counter-protesters still tried to instigate repeatedly by crossing the street. Luckily, the protest ended with no violence and everyone went home. But the second protest had the same intention. But it was escalated again by counter-protesters. The bigger issue is religious institutions trying
You're
to
welcome, YRB.
in the best
You're welcome.
neighborhoods while on American soil. Be mad about that. Your fascism is showing, so be careful. Your name and items you wish to speak on.
Joshua M., General Police Comment.
Okay, you've got 1 minute, go ahead.
I'm living here in this country because my family fled anti-Semitism in Eastern Europe, and I had relatives who died in the Holocaust. Those ancestors would have never accepted an illegal land sale inside of a synagogue. Ever. There's nothing Jewish about that, that's just plain criminal behavior. And who's enabling this criminal behavior? It's you behind the scenes. That's who's enabling this sick, sadistic, barbaric criminal behavior. And now you want to keep pushing it, even while the folks that were behind, the business that was behind the land sale is under investigation. So it sounds like you guys want to go down.
No.
But I
It's
have
not
to
true.
tell you that this Zionist project in LA, it's not going to last because the younger Jewish population, including myself, does not accept Israel as a Jewish state. And so you guys are going to go down for this, and we're going to make sure you go down for this. Free Palestine.
I'm Karina Fuller, I'll be general public comment now. Okay, thank you, 1 minute.
Okay, thank you. I'm frankly confused. I am shocked but not surprised that I'm here today talking to you in reference to item 11. What in the world is going on with this? This is a city, as someone said previously, one of the most liberal and quote-unquote progressive cities here, and yet you're fundamentally altering, not altering, taking away our right to assemble and protest. Now, I'm a proud UAW 4811 member out of UCLA, saw a lot of violence this past year. None of that violence will be avoided with what you're hoping to do here. Who are you protecting? It's clearly your handlers, and you need to step up. You need to step up. I can't believe that this is going on here today. I can't believe that so many of us who come together will get better wages, to get protections here, will be blocked from being able to come together like that. You're union busting, you are taking away our right to assemble in these places in protest, and for who? For your pockets? Because that's embarrassing. Thank you.
Liza Lourdes Fuentes. Kira Liza Lourdes Fuentes, Mary Antonia.
What about the United States?
Melvin Farrell and Michaela. Hi, please state your name and the others who wish to speak on.
My name is Kira Lucas, and I'm here to speak on
I'm sorry. your name
Yeah, I
is-
do need a tripod. You're right about that.
Okay, and which item?
general comment.
Okay, you got 1 minute.
Genocide supporters.
Interesting. Are you the person? No, I think that's the last other one.
At a refugee camp in Honduras with at least 4 2,000-pound U.S. manufactured bombs. Over the past 11 months,
Be kind. That's disgusting. And if you say one more thing, I'm banning you. I'm not putting up with your shit today.
after the U.S. Court of Justice
Not
ruled
when you.
investigating
That's just fucking disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself.
violations and war crimes. So this is what I would say. Despite your fear tactics, we have no fear of the police or of the illegitimate interpretations of the law. If we have to educate within 8 feet of an educational institution that only upholds its duties of being an institution, you will not stop us.
If Zionists are illegally auctioning off land in the West Bank at a synagogue, we will be there. This motion seeking to broadly criminalize protesting is in the hopes of misrepresenting our advocacy to work for the right of self-determination for Palestinians as anti-Semitic is horrifying. Shame on you all. Thank you.
Hi, your name is the item you wish to speak on. Hi, my name is Lourdes Fuentes, and I'm speaking on general public. Okay, one minute, go ahead. Like I said, my name is Lourdes, I'm 26 years old, and I never thought that I would see mutilated bodies on my phone. I never thought that I would be
Funny, Tracy, yes, you're right.
and living to know that it is happening with my tax dollars, with our tax dollars. We have the right to protest, just like the people had the right to protest in Vietnam, when Vietnam was happening. Just as enslaved people have the right to know that they wanted to be free and fought for their freedom when being enslaved was the law. I am sick. We are sick. Why would you penalize the right to protest? As public servants, you are responsible to being aware of the consciousness and the realities of our people. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, your name is the item you wish to speak on.
Yes, my name is Melbourne Barrel, and I'm going to be speaking about the police permits for the home sharing.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to be speaking about the police permits for the home sharing.
I don't want. Okay, you've got 1 minute.
Okay, so I'm a responsible homeowner, and I already comply with the city's home sharing ordinance. I should not have to get a permission from the police department to share space in my bedroom in my home. It doesn't sound right, actually, yeah? LA's residents who share their homes have been unfairly dragged into a back room dealing between hotel units, and the city already has a registration compliance system in place for home sharing, including background checks. This is clearly unnecessary red tape. We shouldn't have to be going through this, because we are just trying to divide spare room to make extra income so we can pay our mortgage, yeah? This new requirement forces the buyer's committee to share the private information with law enforcement and the public. This is an ill-conceived bureaucratic overreach that affects thousands of Angelenos by treating them like criminals, rather than people. Am I done?
Yes.
In general, 1 minute.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Next speaker.
She did 2 minutes.
Yeah, more.
Hi, please state your name and the address you wish to speak on.
I'm Mary Solitis, and speaking on general comment.
Okay, 1 minute, go ahead.
I'm the General Secretary of the Philippines West Solidarity Organization, West LA, and proud member of Unite Here Local 11.
Yeah.
I'm a resident of CD10. As a member of the West LA, I'm committed to fighting against imperialism, militarism.
I'm gonna try to speak. I signed up. Thanks for asking.
We wholeheartedly support the liberation of Palestine and the end of genocide. It is despicable to me that agenda item 11 was ever considered. I began organizing while I was at UCLA as a student, and my organizing inspired me to join the union and fight alongside workers. If this motion passes, it will criminalize organizers such as myself.
That's fair,
even if
Sam.
I just hand out a leaflet
That's fair.
about a boycotted hotel exploiting an abusing worker. How is that right? My union has been outside City Hall the whole day picketing, and would we be arrested for our activity? It's ridiculous. And last year I saw my coworkers get.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Yeah.
Tracy, another personal remarks.
Michaela?
Yes, and I'd like to make general public comment.
Okay, 1 minute, go ahead.
I'm a graduate student of public health and social work, and members in abortion doula. Item 11 to make educating the public about their abortion rights and where to get an abortion is doing that. Based on the language from the motion, for the purpose of passing a leaflet or handbill, displaying a sign, engaging in protest, education, or counseling in the public right-of-way within a 100-foot radius of an entrance of a public facility.
Yeah, nothing I could do, guys. About the audio, I'm sorry. Nothing I could do. Really, there's literally nothing I could do, okay?
Warning people about predatory crisis centers and reproductive health information that is considered by most of the country.
Can't get closer.
California is allegedly a sanctuary state for abortion havers, but this legislation would criminalize those about to educate the public
Pissing me off today. Thank you.
about their reproductive rights and options and result in unnecessary harm to pregnant people.
Thanks, Sam.
This legislation would dangerously impact the health and safety of our
You guys are
community Palestine.
Hi, your name is which item is your speaking? My name is Nam, I'm speaking on item 24-0910.
Hey, people are on the hold up.
Okay, 1 minute. Public comment. Sorry, I'm good? Okay.
Good job. That's awesome.
Thank you. Oh, item 11, so you're 1 minute for public comment. 11, okay. My name is Nam. I am an immigrant from Europe. One of the things that Americans have loved to tell me over the last 24 years is to go back to where I came from.
Yeah, I can't do both, I guess.
And how much more free we are here than we are in the rest of the world. When I come from, I could, you know, roll up there and
Yeah, no debate tonight.
right in front of the cop and it was illegal. Today, thank you so much for giving me an even better example of how much of a farce the First Amendment and freedom of speech are. So now I can give them that as an example. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that, Dorothy. True that. Accurate.
Good afternoon. I'd like to speak 1 minute in general comment and 1 minute item number 1.
Okay.
First Amendment, 1A, First Amendment.
Councilman Rodriguez, Councilman John Lee.
Please stick with me. Thanks, Jessica.
Councilman Kern Price. And
Amy.
Council Member Sophie Martinez. I'm with the Northern Los Angeles Hotel Association.
It's for you.
We've been addressing our concerns on some legislation in the past year and a half. And one of the things that I look back at the time was something I checked off on a ballot was a process where the small guy, small business.
Yes, exactly. And that too. Thanks, Sam. That's how you grow a channel. Stupid heads.
Legislation that we felt was important to us.
Unless you want to give me a $500 super chat, just shut the fuck up.
At some point in time that I would be
Or give me a $500 super chat.
legislation, potential legislation that, you know, was taken by a multi-million-dollar private corporation to put the work legislation that would benefit them. In regards to the police permit, back in 2005, this very committee addressed the need for hotel police permits back in 2005. It was LAMC 4149, and through the process, they determined there was no need for a police permit to regulate. Subsequently, that ordinance.
Yes, Kim, you can't. You have that right. You gave me money. You do have a right to bitch as much as you want. You're funny. Thank you for your donation.
We are a regulated industry, and therefore the provisions in that ordinance
Hey, Portland,
would allow us the law enforcement. The courts ruled
yes, I agree. Thank you.
that we are not a regulated industry, and we're owed certain provisions within the law that protects us. And so I urge you, as you review this process, this petition that became an ordinance, the responsible hotel ordinance, this section of the police permit, to address it and strike it at some point. Thank you.
Time for a few more speakers. Rick Paul, Robert.
I'm not going to be able to speak definitively. They're not going to get to me. Oh well.
Shaggy Prabhu Hotel. Hi, your name, sir, and the items you wish to speak on.
Sure. Rick Fraser, item number 1, and one comment, please. Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rick Fraser. As I said, my family has been living in North Hollywood for over 18 years. And for the past 7 years,
guests through home sharing, through short-term home sharing. During this time, we posted hundreds of people home.
Probably not. They're not going to have time for any of this. No, just by guess. None of us are going to be able to go up.
I really feel like the police need to spend their time focusing on actual public safety needs and not worried about the bureaucratic process to do additional, redundant paperwork on law-abiding homeowners such as myself, who have already gone through a rigorous permitting process providing multiple forms of ID and documents. If anything, I feel city council should empower the home sharing houses by increasing their staff so that they can process permit applications more quickly and ensure that they're able to adequately monitor adherence to the home sharing ordinance. At present, they seem woefully understaffed and turn times are extremely long. I thought they could do a lot better better staffing. I guess really in closing, I would say, again, I'm a responsible homeowner. I'm already complying with the ordinance. I should not have to get permission from the police department to share a room in my home.
Thank you. Next speaker. Hi, your name and the item you wish to speak on.
My name is Robert Werner, and I'm doing general comment.
Okay, 1 minute, Robert.
I'm a political science student at
Will
Santa Monica
signed up to
College.
speak, but
During
they're not going to get to him.
elections,
I don't
worked
think.
as a canvasser with United Care Local 11, helping many of the people here today get elected. I'm urging all of you to vote against motion 240910. This motion does nothing but silence people's freedom of speech, and millions of people across the world are marching against the tyrannical government of Benjamin Netanyahu, including thousands of young Jewish activists here in Los Angeles. If having basic human compassion and protesting alongside the 70% of Americans that are supporting an immediate ceasefire makes me a criminal, arrest me right here and now. Netanyahu is kaput.
Glad it's better. Good. It's not going to be great.
Your name and the item you wish to speak on.
So you for viewers for item 1 and general public comment.
Okay, you've got beginning each, go ahead.
Okay, so our home members and our other local hoteliers have very high concerns for this police permit because it will reduce our value for our hotel real estate and businesses themselves. Los Angeles hotels, including the real estate and businesses, are purchased with understanding that
Yeah, I like the dude's tie-dye.
apply for a business license. With the newly passed responsible hotel ordinance requiring annual police hotel permits, there will now be a great uncertainty if people can operate their hotels. Indeed, every year it will be unknown if hotels will be approved or denied with police permits. Many of the current hotel property owners probably would have passed up opportunities for building or purchasing existing hotels in the city of Los Angeles if they had known that these new police permit requirements. In addition, banking institutes funding and purchasing our development of hotels will undoubtedly need to change the requirements when refinancing loans or mortgages. Many banks might even avoid renewing hotel loans and demand immediate full payment of loans from hoteliers. As a result, banks will have no
Thank you. Abuse of liberty. I appreciate that. I was really broke today. Thank you. That was seriously. That's a big help. Thank you. Abuse of liberty. That's very sweet. Seriously, it's like close to broke today. So it's very nice. Like literally, it was like now I can eat. So thank you.
Not knowing if they will qualify for the
I'm not talking.
In light of the foregoing, we respectfully request and consider the true impact of this police permit on local hotels, especially the limited service industry, which many of us are. Hotels owned by minorities and immigrant hoteliers. This will really impact our value of our hotels and inability to obtain or maintain finances.
Why am I so broke? Because I don't have a full-time job and I'm doing this. So it's hand to mouth. That's why. And the wheel covering came off of my car. I had to pay $100 to get the new wheel cover. It says a very bad day 2 days ago. So my car got messed up. You think you're so funny. Jen, get a fucking life, you stupid idiot.
to criminalize protests, it's important to remember who the public really needs to be concerned about in terms of illegality. It's this council that is made up of criminals. It's this council that's made up of liars.
Salty Irish, very nice. Appreciate that. Jen's always been bullying me. I don't care. Jen's here all the time. Like, she just doesn't have a life. Clearly, nobody will touch her. So that's why she's constantly in my street, because nobody will ever touch her. So that's why Jen's in my street.
You're not banning the sale or consumption of alcohol, and criminalization of protesting for a free Palestine is not going to stop our resistance or call to an end of genocide. We will find other ways to express ourselves, I promise you, and it might be more disruptive than just holding out signs.
Ursula Bari. Please, hi, you're Ursula? Ursula Vargas. Okay, which items? Item 11, so public comment, you got 1 minute, go ahead. As a constituent in your district, I am appalled that LA City Council not only hasn't called for a ceasefire close to 12 months into the genocide in Gaza, unlike many honorable cities across the nation, but you wanted to reward Zionist violence by allocating hundreds of thousands of dollars for public funds to a security company comprised of former IDF soldiers. What City Council overlooked is that on June 23rd, and I was there, it was the pro-Israel counter-protesters who attacked and assaulted peaceful demonstrators, among them press, women, and the elderly, including our Jewish comrades, as they protested the illegal sale of stolen Palestinian land. For the past 12 months, on a daily basis, we've seen children with their heads blown to pieces as parents gather their offspring's flesh and body parts into plastic. And now you want to criminalize our First Amendment right, our right to say no to genocide. I am asking you to vote no on this unconstitutional motion. Free Palestine.
Yeah.
Ellen Nielsen is the final speaker. Go ahead. My name is Ellen Nielsen. Okay,
Kim, thank you. That's very, Jesus, Kim. That's very sweet. Thank you. So much sweet. Thank you. I'm just been stressed out today because of my car messing up, so thank you. I might stream the debate. I'm really tired because usually I go to bed after court, but I might. Let me know if you want me to.
100 feet of a healthcare facility, school, religious institution, or public building. This effectively criminalizes protest and picketing within LA. It infringes on our First Amendment right to peaceful assembly. This is our most essential civil liberty. And I stand here in solidarity with members of public sector unions who effectively be barred from taking any action to push for better wages and working conditions, and peace activists opposing the genocide in Palestine. 2 weeks ago, the City Council
I'm holding a phone, Jen.
$4.1 million.
How am I supposed to clap and hold a phone?
Settlements. And now they're seeking to empower that same police force to unconstitutionally arrest activists and striking workers who are already risking their livelihood and safety to stand up for their beliefs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes
Here's your snap, man.
Again, as I mentioned before public comment, I would like to recommend taking items 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8 and 10 for consent.
And that's it. And Scientology shit too. And don't forget that. Don't forget all the stuff about Scientology. Palestine! Palestine! Don't leave. What else are you doing? What's up?
Will's very mad he didn't get his chance to speak.
Me too. I'm pissed off too. He would have been awesome. My chat's been verbally assaulting me the whole time. So, pissing me off. I'm kidding, you're fine, but some of them are.
Fuck the police.
Oh yeah. F the police. They force you out. No, we can stay, but they're not voting on the motion, so why would I stay? 21st, I assume here. Cool. 24th. Cool. Guys, I think I can use blinds. That's fun. All right, watching the debate, see if the fly returns. Don't let yourself acknowledging the a-holes in the chat. I know, I'm just screwing around. Oh. No, I did, but they didn't. There's only limited time for public comment, so they didn't let me speak.
Oh, so you have to get in early.
I guess so, yeah. You have to be like bright and early, so I didn't. A bunch of my friends. Yeah, a bunch of my friends weren't able to either.
This is the fight, and it's not.
Unfortunately.
Absolutely, it's about Palestine, but it's also about everyday living as well. That's what they're saying. If you remember in December, Yurofsky and Blumenfeld and Mr. Rahman put a motion out where they were turning and they were claiming that pro-Palestinian flying is like hate speech. And Blumenfeld even mentioned to the extent that any pro-Palestinian flying is like hanging a noose outside a black family. This is how fucked up these people are. This is how fucked up these people get. And that's the examples and parallels that they draw. So they have kind of weaved in that into this legislation as well, right? They have weaved in various other restrictions and prohibitions they have been looking to place. So this is their chance to completely shut it out. We're already on another fight as well, and we've been able to get an injunction on the permitting process. Because the permitting process in the city right now requires that to do a protest, you have to apply 90 days in advance. What kind of fucking protest is that?
Kim,
right? And we don't give a shit. We never get a permit. The streets belong to the people. The streets belong to us. But anyways, just even that bureaucratic bullshit, let's get that out of the books as well. So this is a real fight. We're here, and thank you all so much, all part of the people. It's not permitted. It's not permitted. It's a demonstration of the city bank against the army, the F-35 that paid
Will it be against the knife? I can't.
No. Far from it. Guys, you're gonna have to listen to me pee. No, I'm not. I'm gonna. I really gotta go pee. You need one now.
I still spoke. I still gave them what I had to say in there.
You did. We heard you. I appreciate that. Let your voice.
Yeah, but I'll let you know. I don't know for sure.
I had a great time.
Or we'll talk to some people. Yeah, criminalizing the First Amendment. Hey guys, I have a little YouTube. I'm wondering if you want to speak to me about why you came out here today and what you thought of the thing being tabled. No worries. Thank you anyway. God, don't miss trying to do that. I really don't. I was at the debate. I mean, I would show up to all the political events, and I'd ask people if I could interview them, and it's just like, no. It really makes me happy that I really don't have to worry about it that much. Where's the updated agenda where it didn't show the topic now? Yeah. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll mute it. This time.